by Plummer. It's April 22nd, 2026. This is the second half of my cranial competency videos covering TMJs, mandible, orbits, and sinuses. Here's my little list. Perfect. I'm going to start with my patient right here. She's going to be facing the board with her forehead and nose against it. All these projections are 40 SID, suspended respiration. And I'm currently at a horizontal 8x10. I do want to aim for coming over and just a tiny little bit high. Her OML is perpendicular to the board here. Wonderful. And that would be my PA view for my Rami. Next I'm going to put a 20 degrees on the machine here for my PA axial Rami. Bring that in just a little. Let it figure itself out. There we go. Wonderful. Still want to aim for coming out the Acanthial, which the central already hasn't moved any from here. So it is lined up to that. Her positioning is still the same. Marker's still the same. That'd be my PA axial Rami. Next I'm going to move to my water's views. I'm going to take my angle off. Chin on the board for me, Britt. You're still want to aim for coming out of her Acanthial, just checking that her MML is perpendicular to the board, and it is. Good. I am still in an 8x10. I can actually bring that down for her sinuses. So I'm going to actually put it in a vertical 8x10. Anything on the board, just looking to see where OML is at. 47 degrees, which it is. That would be my waters for my sinuses. Next I'm going to go for her orbits. I'm going to raise up this slightly. I'm going to have you put your chin down just a little. A little bit more. Perfect. And I'm just looking for an OML degree of 55, and that is about right. Wonderful. Put my marker right here. I am shooting one of her orbits. I'm going to lower this just a hair. Good. Just going to comb this down just a little bit because you only need your orbits. And that would be my waters for my orbits. Alrighty. Next I'm going to do my PA Caldwell for my orbits. I'm going to go, it's not that, 30 degrees down. I am still shooting out of her orbits here. I'm actually going to bring that down just a little bit. I'm going to have you put your forehead and nose to the board for me, Britt. Wonderful. Stepping down a little bit more, so I am still shooting out of her orbits. Calm it down just a little. We've got the shadows here, so that I'm not cutting off anything. Wonderful. Stick the marker back in there. That'd be my PA Caldwell orbits. Put your left side of your face to the board for me, Britt. Taking the angle off. Realigning it back to 40. So I'm going to adjust this to a 4x4 here. And I am going to shoot for her outer canthus, so I'm going to bring this up. Push you back here, Britt, just a little. More. I'm going to bring this up again. Good, 4x4. And her interpubertal line is perpendicular to my board here. I'm going to be using my left marker here, actually, because her left side is the board. That would be for my orbits, my lateral orbits. Next, I'm going to bring you forward just about an inch towards me. Just want to be an inch back from her outer canthus here. I'm going to bring this up to a 5x5. formation. Good. About the same. I'm actually going to go past the tip of her nose there just to make sure I'm not cutting anything off. That would be my lateral sinus. Same thing, nothing's really changed. Alright, next I'm going to do my axiolateral TNJs with Schuller. So I'm going to down 30. Inch inferior to your PAN. Bring you forward here. So that I'm about half an inch in front of her PAN. Still perpendicular to forward, nothing's changed. That'd be my axiolateral TNJs. Schuller, can you open your mouth for me? Perfect. Alright, next I'm going to do my law, so I'm going to bring this down to 15. Or that thereof. Bring it into 40. Or that thereof. Next I'm going to have you tilt your chin this way just a little bit less. So I do have her angle 15. I have my tube at 15. I'm still shooting the TNJs. I'm going about 2 inches superior. Now to her AM. Stop right there. Put my marker in where it would fit. That'd be my law method, my axiolateral oblique for my TNJs. Can you open your mouth for me, Britt? Perfect. Alright, next I'm going to switch to my axiolateral oblique of the body of the mandible. I'm going to angle you just a little bit more there. I'm going for 30 now. I'm going to bring this up to 25 for my tube. 40. I'm going to shift this to a horizontal 8x10. Wonderful. Bring my line back. And I just want to be shooting through the body of the mandible here. I'm going to see you back here, Britt. In that same angle. That's wonderful right there. Left side of the board. And then that would be my axiolateral oblique for the body of the mandible. I'm going to have you angle that last little bit, Britt, into a full-on oblique for 45 degrees. Still keeping that same angle of 25. I'm going to push you back just a little bit so that we're going through the symphysis. Bring this down just a hair. Wonderful. Still keeping that 8x10 horizontally, so I'm not cutting anything off. And that would be my axiolateral oblique for the symphysis of the mandible. Thank you, Britt. I'm going to have you with your back to the board now. I'm going to straighten this out here. Sorry, I don't mean to hit you with the tube. Alright, and can you, just, while having your back to the board there, just bring your chin down for a little. Oh, there we go. Alright, wonderful. I actually need to angle this down about 35 degrees. Almost missed that. That's 60, so it'll be 55 plus 3, that's 8, but yeah, 90. Up. And for OBL, just put the 15 and you bring your chin down just a little more. That's perfect. I'm going 3 inches above her museum. right there. I'm going to put this in a vertical 8 by 10. That'd be my AP Axial TMJ. So I'm going to have you open your mouth. Wonderful. Next, I'm going to go to my SOB sinus. I'm going to have you put the vertex of your head to board for me, the top. Don't need that fancy language here. So the top, head to the board. Wonderful. Still in that vertical 8 by 10. I'm going to bring you this way here. I'm going to bring this up ever so slightly so that I'm 0.75 inches above the VA1. Bring it back over. And that would be my SOB sinus.